You know what's crazy? People are always in my business worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know I'm going to stay in my lane. I ain't going to with nobody, and I don't want nobody with me.
I have to go out there and talk about the races that we're doing. We're doing 4 million. We're doing 5 million. So we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah,
3 million was great.
That's fair. No, boxing rates. I think you guys rate. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying.
You guys are not going to take nothing away from us.
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. We have you on, and we're happy to have you on, and we're happy to talk.
In a recent and widely discussed debate, ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith and boxing legend Floyd Mayweather found themselves clashing over rumors about Mayweather's financial health. Smith, known for his outspoken sports commentary, suggested that Mayweather's flashy lifestyle and poor money choices have landed him in financial trouble. But Mayweather fired back, insisting his finances are just fine, pointing to his smart investments and successful business ventures as proof.
Smith, the outspoken ESPN analyst known for his sharp takes and high-volume commentary, is making headlines once again, this time for comments directed at Floyd Money Mayweather. Put some respect on the money. In a recent segment, Stephen A. raised eyebrows when he claimed that Mayweather may not be as financially stable as he claims to be. According to Smith, there's a reason to believe that the former champion is either in financial trouble or headed straight towards it.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
The controversy started when Stephen A. Smith made bold claims on ESPN, saying he had solid evidence that Mayweather's wealth was quickly vanishing. He referred to reports suggesting the boxing champ had lost around $40 million due to reckless spending and bad investments. Smith didn't hold back, saying, Floyd Mayweather had it all, now he's losing it all because he couldn't keep his ego in check. He backed up his statement by pointing to Mayweather's history of buying luxury cars, expensive real estate, and gambling huge amounts of money. Smith argued that habits like these, along with risky business decisions, have eaten away at Mayweather's once massive fortune.
Here's the reason why. He's retired, number one. Number two, he had already proved himself as a world champion, made a whole boatload of money, got $700 million in 2 fights, for crying out loud. He did all of that stuff. Then he retired, and he's announced that essentially these are exhibitions. He's just having fun with it because he's getting old. He's 45 years old now, and he did what he came to do. That's entirely different than a 25-year-old on the come up, knocking people out, okay?
In response to growing rumors about him possibly going bankrupt, Mayweather took to social media to defend himself. He claimed he made a huge real estate deal worth $42 million, involving over 60 buildings in New York City. According to Mayweather, this purchase included more than 1,000 affordable housing units, mainly in Upper Manhattan, and was part of a $10 billion effort to improve urban communities. Just weeks after he made this announcement, Business Insider investigated the claim and reported that no such deal appeared to exist. Mayweather also posted a video on Instagram saying he personally bought 6 apartment buildings with no business partners involved. However, Business Insider found no record of ownership changes, leaving many to wonder why Mayweather would make such a bold and possibly false claim about his finances.
Ever. All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing people into my lifestyle showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings. It's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares.
Mayweather says his interest in affordable housing comes from his tough upbringing, and he wants to help struggling families find better living conditions. His real estate company, Veta Properties, has reportedly worked with major players in the industry, helping him grow his portfolio. This includes shares in high-profile buildings like the AON Center and the historic Old Post Office in Chicago. But questions are starting to surface about whether Mayweather actually owns the properties he claims. Public property records don't support the story that he fully bought the New York buildings. Experts believe that if Mayweather is involved, it may only be through a small stake with room to expand in the future. Veta Properties has yet to share official details, adding to the skepticism surrounding his real estate deals.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Mayweather says he's shifting gears when it comes to money. Instead of spending on flashy items, he's now focused on building wealth through smart investments, especially in properties that generate steady income. He summed it up by saying, "Money don't make me, I make money. And without it, I'd still be the same person." This new approach reflects a desire to create long-term wealth and give back to the community. Many of the properties he's linked to benefit from special programs like Article 20 and tax exemptions, which are designed to keep housing affordable for decades, sometimes up to 40 years. His passion for affordable housing is personal. He grew up in a modest one-bedroom apartment in New Brunswick, New Jersey. That experience, he says, drives his mission to provide better housing opportunities for people in need.
Floyd, you seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. You know, we can't feed our family just saying I love you. You know, money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different.
Floyd Mayweather first gained fame for his fast, aggressive boxing style, but over time, he became known for his defensive technique and his perfect record. He embraced the nickname Money, highlighting his success not only in the ring but also financially. However, his money habits have sparked conversations. UFC commentator and podcast host Joe Rogan discussed Mayweather's lifestyle, On an episode of The Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan noted how Mayweather's spending seems extreme and suggested that his constant appearance in exhibition fights might be more about maintaining his wealth than love for the sport. Rogan said, "He spends so much money if he's planning for the future. He's got to keep it coming in if he wants to keep spending like that."
Floyd went from being like a really exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's great.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed. Like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but I want to show you. When I show up, I bring out the big boy and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s career has always followed a high-risk, high-reward path both inside the ring and in his business ventures. One of the biggest turning points came in 2006, when he made the bold move to buy himself out of his contract with Top Rank for $750,000. That decision gave him full control over his career and opened the door to financial freedom. While Top Rank had been paying him well, Mayweather believed he was worth even more. So, he launched his own company, Mayweather Promotions, taking on the risks of organizing his own fights, but also keeping most of the profits. His first fight, after leaving Top Rank, against Carlos Baldomir, earned him $8 million, more than double his previous payouts. That set the stage for even bigger paydays. His 2007 match with Oscar De La Hoya broke records, with 2.48 million pay-per-view buys and $25 million in earnings. Then came the blockbuster fights against Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, which reportedly earned him around $150 million and $280 million, respectively. These moves turned Mayweather into not just a boxing legend, but a financial powerhouse.
The money I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me. And it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. You know, I've gotten great results.
YouTuber turned boxer Logan Paul has publicly accused Floyd Mayweather of failing to fully pay him for their June 2021 exhibition match, claiming he's owed millions. Paul has spoken out in interviews, saying he's frustrated and ready to take Mayweather to court. According to Paul, he's done waiting and believes legal action is the only way to settle the dispute. Mayweather, however, responded by explaining that delays in payment, especially with pay-per-view events, are normal. In boxing, he insisted that these revenues take time to process and distribute and asked for patience. This back and forth has shed light on how complicated exhibition match agreements can be, especially when they involve celebrities from different industries. On top of that, Stephen A. Smith has been openly critical of Mayweather's post-retirement exhibition fights, while he accepted the 2017 bout against Conor McGregor due to McGregor's combat sports background. Smith slammed later fights like the one with Logan Paul as more entertainment than actual boxing. He argued that not everyone deserves to share the ring with someone of Mayweather's caliber, even in exhibitions, warning that these matchups could harm Mayweather's legacy. Smith believes that chasing quick paydays through spectacle fights risks tarnishing what was once an untouchable boxing career.
Here's what I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it.
Despite his massive earnings, Mayweather's personal and legal troubles have made headlines over the years. In 2012, he served 2 months in jail after pleading guilty to misdemeanor battery against his ex-girlfriend Josie Harris in an incident that happened in front of their children. His jail time was delayed to allow him to fight Miguel Cotto that May. During his time behind bars, Mayweather reportedly lost weight, dealt with stress, and even paid fellow inmates for protection. Financially, things haven't always been smooth either. In 2023, he settled the case with the IRS by paying more than $6.6 million in back taxes and penalties, ending a long legal dispute. Over the years, he's also been tied to several lawsuits, including a 2020 class action that accused him of being involved in a crypto pump and dump scheme. That case was dismissed, but in 2024, he faced a new lawsuit seeking $3 million in damages for allegedly instructing a bodyguard to assault a man in a Los Angeles restaurant in 2022. Another major chapter in his financial history involved rapper 50 Cent. During Mayweather's time in jail, 50 Cent claimed he stepped in to manage Mayweather Promotions. But when he realized the business lacked structure, he invested $1 million to set up the money team TMT, acquiring licenses and signing fighters. Once Mayweather was released, their relationship fell apart, with 50 Cent saying he was never reimbursed for his efforts. On top of that, Mayweather has battled high-profile tax issues. In 2017, the IRS claimed he owed $20.2 million in taxes from 2015 the year. He earned around $100 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. Mayweather responded by saying he had already paid $26 million and questioned the IRS's claims. He also pointed out that most of his wealth was tied up in assets, making it difficult to pay immediately. He asked to postpone payment until after his 2017 fight with McGregor, expecting that his earnings from that match would cover the debt.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now, multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Mayweather's approach to money has always sparked debate. While he insists he's a savvy businessman, many critics argue that he focuses too much on flashy, short-term gains rather than long-term stability. His spending habits are legendary-like. The time he reportedly dropped $7 million in one day at a Gucci store in South Africa. He's also promoted several cryptocurrency projects, some of which have landed him in legal trouble, adding more fuel to the doubts about his financial strategies. Stephen A. Smith has often commented on Mayweather's lifestyle, saying it's impossible to ignore the luxury that surrounds him. One of the most striking parts of Mayweather's image is his car collection, over 100 vehicles, including rare Lamborghinis and customized Bugattis. Smith, who's known Mayweather personally for years, has witnessed this firsthand. Then, in April 2024, rumors started flying that Mayweather had been detained in Dubai over unpaid debts. These claims gained traction when boxer Gervonta Davis alleged that Mayweather had taken money without delivering on promises, and as a result, couldn't leave the UAE. Davis even challenged him to publicly deny it. Boxing agent Rick Glazer added to the story, saying Mayweather was being held because of large debts unrelated to boxing. He noted that Dubai takes financial obligations very seriously, and failure to pay can lead to detention. Online chatter also suggested the debts might be tied to gambling or loans from Emirati businessmen. Others speculated that Mayweather's travel between Israel and the UAE may have caused tensions with lenders in the region.
Turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now, multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Regarding customers, and I'm giving you my brigadier Mr. Ahmed. Please say hi to you and most welcome in Dubai. And if there's anything from Dubai police, we are happy to share. Thank you so much.